It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Seattle. It's the Commanders and the reigning NFC champs, under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Throwing to start the drive. Clifton setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifton. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Clifton. That pass complete to Moore. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that, a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Clifton. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They get their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single-covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Throwing on first down, Morris. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Morris over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Morris from the gun on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. Morris. And this is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Morris from the gun on third down toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A quick, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Sticking with Walker on second down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Clifton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Morris now on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Morris throwing on 4th down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 3rd down, Clifton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10. Here's Morris on 1st and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Clifton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw again. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Looking to throw. Clifton. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Rondell Moore. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Morris. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Morris. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. To throw on 2nd down, Clifton. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Clifton, and that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Morris. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Morris.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Morris on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Washington ready to try again on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to throw. Morris. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Clifton. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
On 1st down, Clifton.
He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This is the tight end, Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Rondale Moore.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they got a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the Houston Texans who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morris.
Complete, it's Dotson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morris. Open man right side is Cup, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw is Morris. To throw on second down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
On third down, Robinson.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Give him 30 yards there. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifton. And Walker has it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Clifton. This one into the hands of Metcalf. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Back to throw. Clifton. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
On second down, it's Walker.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and, again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Morris over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Morris. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Morris now throwing on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Rashawn Gary make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Clifton. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Well, the ball now going back over to Seattle Seahawks offense. But the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Clifton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Looking to throw. Clifton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From the 6.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Now Morris throwing to start the drive.
That one complete out to Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Here's Morris on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Morris on first and 10.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10. Throwing on first down. Morris.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. To throw is Morris. Off the play fake. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Morris. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. For Kidder here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Defense.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Morris now throwing on 1st down. Morris fighting. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On the counter, it's Walker. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.